Hello, I just dropped Elias off at VBS for day 3. He also started football camp last night, and so we are really feeling it today. We are all so tired and getting pretty exhausted from the week, but it's been so fun. Elias has really enjoyed VBS. And then last night, football camp, it was the first night, and it was from 5:30 to 7:30, so it was quite a long time. Sean and I stayed, and we took our camping chairs and sat and watched him, and it was through our school district. The varsity team hosts it, so it's the football coaches and some of the high schoolers that run it, and it's for kids entering kindergarten through 8th grade. And so it was a little bit more intense than what he's used to with the I-9 sports program that we have put him in for different sports. So it was kind of funny to see. I mean, they were really patient with his age group, but like they were pretty intense with the older groups. They had like 4 different rotations that they did twice through, and they were practicing different skills. At the end, they played a game. So that was fun, but it was a pretty late night because we had to eat dinner afterwards and then come home, and all of us had to shower. Sean and I have also been watching documentaries on Netflix, and I told him last night after we finished the one that I love, like true crime documentaries, and I love reading thrillers, but I told him that just as I've like gotten older and as I have like worked on like my anxiety, I guess, I just am a little bit of an anxious girly, and so I have kind of realized that like I can't watch or read a lot of things like that like back to back. And so I told him like I definitely need a break after the last 2 that we watched. We do have some shows that we want to watch that we have saved. Like we need to watch season 2 of 1923. Somehow we never ended up going back and watching the 2nd season of that, so we need to do that. And then I'm trying to think of what else we want to watch. Obviously we're into Yellowstone since we're watching 1923. We want to watch the Rip and Beth spinoff show. So anyway, we have watched some stuff, but honestly, like we really just haven't had time to watch TV because we have been so busy this summer, which has been all really fun stuff, but we've just been really busy and tired at the end of the day. Also, I have been trying to, in the little free time that I do have, watch Off Campus because so many of my friends and people on social media have watched it and like seem to be obsessed with it. Guys, it is so cringy. I'm on episode 4. I'm trying to get into it and see what all the hype is about. I don't know, guys. I don't think I can continue watching it. It is so cringe. It is so cringy, and it's pretty vulgar, to be honest. And so I just am so uncomfortable watching it, and I just don't think I can do it. Sean's like, if you're not into it, you're like halfway in essentially, and you're not liking it, like don't waste your time. And so anyway, I don't think I can continue watching it. That one's on Prime, and then there's another one, and I didn't read the books, so maybe part of it is because I didn't read the books, and so I'm having a harder time getting into it. But yeah, I think it's a no for me. I think I will not finish it. And then there's another series that I feel like I read one of the books in the series, and maybe I read the one that the series is about, but it's like Every Summer After or something. Every season after, every summer after, something along those lines. So anyway, I might try that one and give that one a go, but we'll see. I need to check my Goodreads to see if I indeed did read it before I start watching it, because maybe it's also cringy. I have a hard time with like super cringy, uncomfortable things. So anyway, long story long per usual. I'm now at Hobby Lobby. My friend Jess owns a farm store, and I have been making bows for her since like the Christmas time. Probably around like November, I started sewing these like big oversized fabric bows for her shop, and she graciously reached out to me. I quilt and I sew, and last year was like really getting back into my sewing hobby, and I was posting stuff about like the quilts and things that I was making, And so she reached out to me at some point last fall, I believe, and asked if I would be willing to make these fabric bows for her farm store. And so she has a lot of different things in her farm store. It's in a little small town outside of St. Louis, St. Charles area, and they have a cattle farm, and so they sell their beef there, which is the best beef. So if you're in the Missouri area, you should definitely check out her farm store. It's a fun little day trip. It's right outside of Bowling Green, actually, in Cyrene, Missouri. And so they sell their beef there. It's the best beef you will ever eat. And then she also has made like granolas, and she has baked goods and sourdough goods that she gets from somebody that has like a little at-home bakery, and she sells those there. And then she does other things, like she has plants, and her mom crochets, and so she sells some of the crocheted goods. Elias has like a little like chicken hen stuffy from her store, and she has a ton of different items, like some other art pieces. And so anyway, around the holiday, she asked if I would be willing to make these like oversized Christmas bows that she had seen on social media. And so I made a ton for her store, and like almost all of them sold. There was just a couple of fabrics. That's like the hard thing. Like I've never done something like this. Like I didn't know like what people would really want. Like I know what's kind of trendy with people our age, but I know that like in a rural town, there might be some people like grandmas or moms that might want something a little different than like what people in their 20s and 30s might want. And so there are a couple left over from the Christmas season, so I might do like a Christmas in July like half off sale or something for the ones that were left over that did not sell in the store. And so I'll probably do that. But anyway, she asked me if I would make her like a quilted one, and it looks like an American flag essentially, to put on a wreath outside of her store. And so I'm making one for her. So I have to get fabric from Hobby Lobby today for that. And then we may do like a limited release for like 4th of July and then our 250th celebration. And so I'm probably going to make a few for those, but first I'm going to see how long it takes me to make this one. It has like a quilted star on one of the like bow, like strips, I guess, and then some striped fabric as well. So like you have to sew the red and the white together. So I got the pattern, and I have like the measurements of how much fabric I should get. So I'm about to go into Hobby Lobby and pick that up. So then hopefully later today or maybe tomorrow I can start that, but get it done for her in the next couple of days so that I can plan to meet up with her so that she can go ahead and put it on her wreath outside of her farm store. And then kind of gauge interest to see who would maybe want one for the 4th or the 250th America celebration. So yeah, that's what I'm up to today. Anyway, let's go grab some fabric at Hobby Lobby. Hello, happy Tuesday. Thought I would do a little bit of a garden update because it is evening time and it is finally cool enough to be outside. We have had a scorcher of a week and it's just the beginning, but this is the week of 4th of July. We just planted a peach tree, so I'll insert a video of our little peach tree. It has one peach on it. The variety is Alberta, and it is a self-pollinating peach tree, which is why we can have it in our backyard and it won't grow super tall. So there's a light in the background, but I thought I would give you an update of our watermelon plants because it has finally been hot enough for them to start to thrive and grow and hopefully flourish. But there are a couple watermelons starting to show up, so I will show you that. We have actually had a lot of tomatoes this year. Unfortunately, our local baby bunny has been feasting on them and enjoyed most of our tomatoes so far this season. We have pulled 2 Romas. One we have eaten, the other we pulled a little early to ripen inside, or to finish ripening inside, because this little baby bunny keeps using our garden as its fuel. So we put up more of a barricade, or at least Sean did earlier today. So hopefully that works, because we have lost probably 8 or more of our San Marzano tomatoes, which is our first time growing them this season. But we will hopefully be able to harvest some soon now that we have a better barricade in our garden protecting our beds. We also have some owls to hopefully scare him away, but he's not scared. He must know that he's a plastic owl. So I'll give you an update on our tomatoes as well, because there are a ton. It is thriving.